Hey guys, Dr. Raccoon. I am quickly recording this video to share with you guys something that I actually recently discovered. I am here in Minecraft running snapshot 15W44B, which is basically the upcoming 1.9 version of Minecraft. What I have done today is basically I wanted it so when we and me and my other friends play Survival Minecraft, I want an extra challenge of natural regeneration of health being off, meaning I can only heal through apples. However, some of the other players on there don't want the added challenge, so they want natural regeneration on. So the compromise I came up with was running these command blocks, which will basically, for some players, have natural regen on, and then for the other players who want the extra challenge, have natural regeneration off. And it's easy, it's just two command blocks, as you can see right here. Two command blocks to basically set this up. And I'm going to quickly step through you step by step how to set this up for your server if you'd like to do it, and basically how the blocks work. And it's cool because it can be tweaked. If you want the game to be easier for certain players, you can have them get more regeneration at sort of different hunger levels, so on and so forth. First off, the first command that you want to run is scoreboard objectives add food. Basically what this is going to do is this is going to tell Minecraft to create a objectives scoreboard to track players' hunger and their food level. What this does is it lets the server track exactly how much food the player has, so we can appropriately tell it when we should regen. So how Minecraft works is food on the bottom here. Go to game mode once I can show you. I'm sorry, game mode 0. So basically, as you can see, that food bar down there is, even though it looks like there's only 10 icons, it's actually measured between the values of 0 and 20. 20 being full food and 0 meaning no food. So what we need to do is basically health regeneration in Minecraft happens between 16 and 20 food. So what we need to tell the server to do is when you have between 16 and 20 food available in your on your player, that's when we want the regen to happen. So that's something important to go over real quick. So to get started, the second command you want to run is game / game rule command block output false. What this basically does is it prevents your ops in your server from being chat spammed by the commands that are constantly going for this natural regen command block scheme. The second command you want to run is / game rule natural regeneration false, and this is going to tell Minecraft to not regenerate your health for all players, even when your food bar is full. So now what we need to do now is basically set up the command blocks so the certain players that want natural regen can have their natural regen. And these two command blocks right here do just that. So the first one we have right here, scoreboard players test Dr. Raccoon food 1620. So what this is doing is it is checking the scoreboard that we set up the foods variable for. To see if it's between 16 and 20. So scoreboard's players test, which we're checking for, player, Dr. Raccoon, which is my username, food, which is the hunger level, is 1620, which is between 16 and below 20. So basically that's the range that it's going to check. The next important thing here is repeat needs to be set here. Let's set that to repeat. Unconditional, because we're not checking yet, and always active. That way you don't need a timer in front of it. So once you got that down, it's important that you have it facing like this in 1.9. It's a little bit different here. So then we have our second one here, and this is basically doing the magic here. I'm sure there's probably a better way to do this than I did, but this is the closest that I could personally have got by throwing this together to natural regen. So what we need to do is effect, which is basically setting an effect, Dr. Raccoon, which is going to be the player's name, and then Minecraft : regeneration, which is basically regeneration effect. Setting it to 3 for 3 seconds. I guess you could set it to 1 or 2, whatever. I set it to 3. And then 0, which is the level of it, which regeneration 0 is very close to natural regen. And then true is hiding those
particle effects. So you're not constantly blinded by all those swirly particle effects that you get when you you have a status effect on you. Now again, for this one, we want this to be set to chain. We want this to be set to conditional, which means it's checking. If the first block before it was true, then it will do this, and we want always active to be set. So then once you have those done, basically you have natural regeneration on. So, for example, it's set for me right now. So as you can see, regeneration is constantly right here because my food is full down there. As you can see, my health is full because I have that regeneration. Now what we're going to do now is I want to show you when your food starts going down. There we go. So as you can see down there, our food is not what it would be at if we were to get natural regeneration. And as you can see, status effect isn't there. I'm laughing at my little guy in there, his head. His no status effects. But then if I give myself steak and watch mode 0, I want the steak. There we go. It's back up into where regeneration would be, and we're getting regeneration. There's probably a couple more things I could have done to really improve this a little bit more. I'm sure people can find better ways of doing this. So by all means, if you find a better way of doing this, share it in the comments. Maybe I'll do a better video to explain how to do this. But basically, it's simple. 2 blocks, 1 set for each player. Natural regeneration for certain players. So that's about it. The commands will be in the description of this video. I hope this has helped anyone out. If it has, let me know. And that's about it. Thanks, guys. Bye.